One night something fell from the sky. It was a spaceship. It went too fast and it crashed in the desert. Boom, really loud. Sand went everywhere. Some men in black cars came really fast to look at it. They took the spaceship away and hid it inside a big mountain. Their boss was a man named Burke. Burke wanted to find whoever was on the spaceship, but they were already gone. In the city, a man named Jack was driving his taxi. Jack used to do bad things, but he stopped. Now he just drives his car and tries to be good. That's all he wants. One night he dropped some people off and got back in his taxi. He looked in the mirror. 2 kids were sitting in the back seat. Jack didn't see them get in. The doors were locked, but there they were. The girl said her name was Sarah. The boy said his name was Seth. They were very calm, not scared at all. Sarah looked at Jack and said she would give him a lot of money if he drove them to the desert. Jack said okay. They drove down a long dark road. Then Jack saw 2 big cars behind them. The car started bumping into Jack's taxi. Jack was scared. He tried to go faster, but the big cars were too fast. Then Seth climbed out of the moving taxi. Jack thought Seth would fall, but he didn't. Seth stood on the road while the car was moving super fast. The big car hit Seth really hard, but Seth was okay. The other car broke. It spun around and went away.
It's too dangerous.
Look out!
Seth climbed back in and sat down. Jack stared at him. His mouth was open. He said, "What are you?" Sarah told him the truth. She and Seth were not from Earth. They came from another planet far away. Their planet was very sick. The people there needed help. Some of the people on their planet wanted to come to Earth and take things. That would hurt everyone on Earth. That would be very bad. But Sarah and Seth had a plan. A long time ago, someone hid a special box on Earth. That box had information inside it. The information could prove that everyone could share without fighting. If Sarah and Seth could find the box and bring it home, maybe the fighting would stop. That was why they were here. She picked it up and held it tight. Then something crashed through the ceiling. It was big, really big, and it had armor all over it. It was like a robot, but scarier. It came from the bad people on Sarah and Seth's planet. Its job was to stop them. It started shooting energy blasts right away. Seth made a force field to block the blasts. It gave Sarah and Seth just enough time to run outside. Jack ran too. Then the robot ship flew over Jack's taxi and blew it up. Jack's taxi was gone just like that. Now they had no car. They were in the middle of the desert, but they still had the box and they were still together. They walked for a long time until they found a place to eat. Then they got a ride back to the city. Now they had a new problem. The spaceship that brought Sarah and Seth to Earth was locked inside the big mountain. They needed to get it back, but the mountain had guards everywhere. Jack thought of someone who could help. Her name was Dr. Alex. She used to be a scientist. She loved learning about aliens and space. People laughed at her for it, and she lost her job. But she kept learning anyway. She knew a lot about the inside of that mountain. Jack found her and told her everything. She laughed. She said that wasn't real. So Sarah lifted a big heavy table up into the air with her mind. Just like that, the table floated. Alex stopped laughing. She sat down very slowly. She said, "Okay, I'm coming with you." They all got in Alex's big van and drove to the mountain. On the way, Sarah told Jack about her mom and dad. They were back on her planet. They were in trouble because they wanted peace. They were being kept somewhere and couldn't leave. Sarah and Seth needed to finish this mission so they could help their parents. Jack didn't say much. He just nodded. He understood what it felt like to carry something heavy. They kept driving. The mountain had guards everywhere, lots of them, and locked doors and alarms, but Seth could walk through walls. So Alex told them which way to go, and Seth walked through every single locked door like it was air. They went deeper and deeper inside the mountain until they found the hangar. The spaceship was right there, big lights shining on it, guards all around it. Then all the alarms went off. Guards ran in from everywhere. Jack looked for a way out. Every door was blocked, and then the big robot crashed through the wall. The same one from the desert. It had followed them here. It knocked the guards out of the way, like they were toys. It didn't care about the guards. It only wanted Sarah and Seth. Jack jumped in front of them. He knew he couldn't beat it. He knew that. He jumped in front of it anyway. Sarah used her special ability to see what the robot was going to do next. She told Jack, move left, move right, duck, jump. And Jack listened. He kept moving. He kept blocking. He bought time. Seth ran to the spaceship and climbed inside. He touched things on the control panel. The ship started to wake up. The engines made a sound. The ramp came down. Up above them, Burke was watching from a glass room. He watched the robot hurt his guards. He watched the two alien kids just trying to leave. He watched Jack, a normal guy with no special powers, still standing there protecting them. Burke made a decision. He said stop, let them go. His guard stepped back. Jack spun around and kicked it in the face with everything he had. The grip let go. He scrambled up the ramp. Seth closed it behind him. The ship fired something that pushed the robot into the and pinned it there. The engines roared, the ship went up, through the tunnels, through the mountain, into the sky. Before they prepared to leave, Sarah places a small tracking device into Jack's palm and closes his fingers around it. She tells him directly and without decoration that they will always be able to find him. Seth looks at Jack for a moment, and without any words at all, everything he means to say is completely clear. Then together they reach gently into Jack and Alex's minds. Not to alter anything, not to take anything, just to say thank you in the only way that feels honest to them. The ship descends back toward Earth one final time, sets down in the open desert, and lets them out. Then it rises, gaining speed through each layer of atmosphere, until it is a light moving across the sky, and then a very small point, and then nothing at all. Later, Jack and Alex wrote a book about everything that happened. Some people believed it, most people didn't. That was okay. One day they went back to a big convention where people talk about aliens. Jack got into his new car. Alex sat next to him. He looked at the little blinking light Sarah had given him. It was still there on the front of the car, still blinking, soft and steady. Jack smiled. Were Sarah and Seth using Jack the whole time? They offered him money. They didn't tell him the full truth until he demanded it. They put him in danger multiple times. Is that friendship, or did they just need a driver and Jack was available? Leave a comment below with what you think about that. I read every single one.